it's Cozy Gaming, back with another video. Today I don't really have a plan. My only thought was to make a video with a whispered audio instead of my normal softly spoken. I want to test it out. I want to see what people think, and I have no plan for the video really. I thought that what we'd do a short video, maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, and I'd see where it took us. I think what we'll do is we will fish. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're not going to fish at Jesiero Bestie. We've been here a lot. You can't, unfortunately, you can't back out from that screen, so let's back out here. I thought we'd go somewhere we haven't gone before, so let's pick, where should we go? Now, of course we fished a lot, Nickel, and we fished a lot here. So let's have a look, where should we go? We could go here. Of course, there's the Rover Ebro. Now, do you know what? I am tempted to try to catch eels on the Rover Ebro, because you know what? You know how much I love an eel. Okay, let's do that. Let's try to catch some eel on the Rover Ebro. Let's set up with this. Let's go with sunset. Let's go. So I am not too familiar with this game. This river. You see, I've had 4 games here. So let's see what we can do again. I am hoping to catch eel. I don't want to try to catch eel too often, but I guess it's become a bit of a meme for me at this point to try to catch eel. So we're going to give it a go in this experimental video. You may never see it again. So let's give it a go. If you can hear me tapping on my keyboard, this is another experimental strategy I'm using. Please let me know if you like the tapping. So, where do we go? So, okay, let's claim the peg. I'm noticing this bridge. To our right, I am thinking there may well be eel over there. Let's sort our rods out, shall we? Let's go to the inventory. Let's go here. What we're going to do is, I have no idea where the bottom is, so we won't worry about that. We're going to go with worms on all of our rods. Actually, I'm going to leave that one. Worms on all rods but one. Where are we at? Here we go. Dendrobina. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to cast our rods all in this direction. Whoops. Too much Matthew. Okay, so number one, we'll pull it. Oh, we got lucky. We found the silt. We found the silt, people. Okay, number 2. We'll charge this one up. 95%. Perfect. Okay. Remind me to change that one next time around. And finally, I'm actually going to change this one to underarm cast. I'm going to go over here somewhere because I want to get near. Okay, number 2. So we've got a lot of slack here. So let's reel in the slack. How has everyone's day been? Mine has been hot, very hot. We had 33 degree heat today. And I have been boiling inside. Woo, look at that. We asked for eel, and we have duly delivered eel in our first catch. It's a tiny, tiny one though. We want bigger than that. We want much bigger than that. Okay. Oh, actually, if I remember rightly, we need to change our... We want silt and we want... What do we want? We want... We'll have a body rig. Here we go. Oh, we don't want to underarm this one. Go back to the normal. Toss her out. About 98%. Perfect, perfect. Now, number 3. We need to do a better job of tossing this one out. Well, okay. Maybe next time, Okay, so this looks like something very small. A tiny little perch. 1 pound perch. I think that's the smallest fish we've caught on this, on my YouTube channel. That is the smallest fish we've caught. But that's okay. Good things come in small packages, they say, Okay, we're gonna try for the 4th time, 3rd time, something like that, to get our rod out here. Okay, I'm not holding my breath on that one. I don't think that's going to catch a damn thing, but let's see. So as I was saying, there's a heat wave pretty much across the entire Europe, and today we had 33 degree heat, and our house seems to be too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. It seems to keep the heat in and the cold in, but it doesn't seem to keep either of them out. So it's not a lot of fun. Oh wow! I am hugely surprised that we got a bite from number 3. It's a small one. It's a very small one. It's a roach or a chub. It's a chub. We found a trap, people. Okay, I don't think doing that is going to work. What I'm going to do is just going to cast. Oops. Possibly we may need to change the hook on number 3. I'm not really certain why it's drifting. I don't think it should be doing that. But it's okay. It's fine. It worked last time, right? So how is the weather? Everybody else is. I know that asking about the weather is an incredibly cliche thing to do, but I am genuinely interested in the weather where my viewers are. It's always interesting to find things out about the people that are watching my videos, because I am incredibly grateful for every interaction and every view. I really hope that people get some enjoyment from my videos and they find them cozy. I am incredibly interested to know if everybody is enjoying the whispered content, or if people prefer the softly spoken, or if just maybe we can do a bit of both. Maybe that's what people would like to see. I have seen a lot of content creators making both types, so we'll see. Maybe whispered doesn't suit the games that I'm playing. Maybe that's just for like conversational pieces. Oops. Oh, okay. We have a heartbeat. We are hearing a heartbeat. So this could well be our first specimen of the trip. I wonder what it is. For the first time, maybe ever in my life, am hoping that this is an eel. I'm not really getting any indication on whether it could be an eel, though I will say the heartbeat has stopped, so I am now less confident that this is a specimen. I'm really not sure what this is. I'm not getting any sort of indication on what this might be. By the way, it's fighting. Okay, it is an eel, and it looks pretty big. At least it did look pretty big. It doesn't look quite as big anymore. Oops. Okay. Now, of course, we have got the dodgy bit. There we go. The eels, when you catch them, often a real pain when you get them to the bank, and it was indeed a specimen eel, and it came on the luncheon meat. So there we go. we've actually achieved what we set out to do. We set out to catch a specimen eel, and we got one, so I am pretty happy with that. I'm thinking about switching the area in which we're fishing, because oops, okay, I'm going to reel that back in and switch to gravel. The reason I'm thinking about switching, or the reason I am switching, is because we just really aren't getting a very good frequency of bites. And what we learned in our past videos, especially when we were fishing for the pike, is that switching tactics when something isn't working is very much a good thing to do. If you remember, oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh wow, it took the bait on the trap. And strike. So what we learned in the last episode was when tactics aren't working, when the area that you're in isn't working, switch it up, change something, try to make something happen. It worked out beautifully for us last time around. Again, I'm surprised that just a short way away from the gravel that we found on the number 1 rod is silt. So I'm guessing we found some sort of gravel bar on number 1. Let's bring this baby into. We'll stick this about there. Now this is silt too, so let's hope we find some silt. Okay, so this isn't silt. My bad. Okay, so let's switch to silt. Go with the running ring again. 93. We'll take it anywhere between 93 and 98 will do. No problem with that. Now, I do feel like for some reason our number 3 rod is always drifting on us. I don't really see a reason why that would do that, but it's happening, so. Okay, I'm going to try and cast a few maggots. We'll see if we can hit our marks. See where 68 puts us. I think that was slightly too short. We'll see if we can hit something around 75 this time. That's pretty much perfect, I think. Let's have a look. That was pretty close. Let's go to the next one. 75 on the nose. Okay, that was short. That was definitely short. So maybe we'll try and hit up 80 to 83. Nope. Okay, let's see where 85 puts us. Okay, that was pretty much perfect, I think. And for number 3, now I'm doing this because the bites, nope, nowhere near. The bites just aren't coming to us, so again, we're going to do what we can to make it happen. Okay, so to do that, I'm just going to pick the rod up and then put it back down. So I am making this video at pretty much bang on midnight on the 17th of June, and in 2 days time Sunday, it is Father's Day. I am still trying to decide what to get my dad. We normally would have a meal. Sometimes if that's a takeaway, sometimes if we can find a quiet moment and everyone's well, we might go for a meal. I usually try to buy him something that he'll use. My dad has a habit of not using the things he's gifted. I have lost count of the items in this house that I or somebody else have bought him that he was excited to receive, and he just never touched after receiving it. So I try very hard to find him presents that will be used. Okay, I am not liking the frequency of this, so what I think I'm going to do is I am going to go to a boat bay. We're going to get on a boat, we're going to get our lure out, and we're going to try and catch something big to end the stream. Where is the boat? I don't understand where the boat is. Where's the boat? Where's the boat? There we go. For some reason there was no boat. Okay. Let's head over towards this house. Actually, there seems to be a lot of fish below us, so let us find our pig. Let's find our pig, and let's have a few casts, shall we? Now, I am not certain what we might catch here. I haven't checked exactly what is in this river. I only know what the mastery was, and the mastery was for eel. I've got a heartbeat, so it's possible. It's very, very possible that we have a specimen. What is this? Is this a catfish? This seems like it might be a catfish. I think I'm using the biggest line possible for this rod, and I'm a bit worried that it's not big enough to catch a catfish, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, we're getting the heartbeats, so maybe it's just because it's over a certain size and it makes it hard. Maybe it means it's over the breaking strain of your line. It's had its head down, but it's coming up now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What is this thing? It is a catfish. So, you see the barbules on the nose. Those barbules are used to find food. It is indeed a specimen, and it is also my PB, my personal best catfish. I think that may well be, because this might well be my first catfish. It's certainly one of the first, so I'm chuffed with how that was. A really welcome gift. It's a welcome fish. It's, and over here, again, the same thing as the other day when we were fishing with this particular lure. We were letting it, oh wow. Wow, we lost that really quick, I think whatever that was too big for us to catch. I think what happened there is it snapped our line. I mean, the big thing's still on there, but I do think that the animation indicated that it snapped our line, because as we struck into it, we lost it almost immediately. Again, on the drop, we seem to be catching them with this lure. We'll see if we can do the same again. I'm going to try to keep my line a little tighter. Let's see if we can get a pickup. Unfortunately, it does look like most of these fish are near the bottom. On the fish finder on the top left hand corner of our page, it does appear as if all the fish, well, okay, now they're not on the bottom. Maybe we don't need to worry about that quite as much. I don't think we've been too lucky this time. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, so I would like to catch one more fish before we call it a day. So let's head out this way. Let's wait for our big parrot to sink a little bit. Let's see if we can induce another bite. Like the catfish, it's always nice when you head out for a short trip and you end up bagging a PB, even if it's a fish that you don't usually fish for, so you don't really have a big sample size. Okay, we'll start reeling it in now. There's such a strong tide that the lure just gets dragged sideways. I guess that's what was happening to our number 3 rod earlier. I really would like another fish, so you know what? I'm going to move spots. Okay, let's try casting over to this pier jetty thing. We're not quite reaching it. If we don't get any success, I may just try to move closer to it. This big lure may well not be the lure that we should be using here. a stubbing, and when I say I want one more fish before we leave, I'm afraid if we don't catch one, I may not be making this a short episode. I am starting to pick up a certain Mrs. Stubborn's attitude when it comes to something that's foxing me. I am starting to not like giving up on stuff. Okay, so let's have a little look at our lure. Let's give it a change. Let's see. What shall we use? Bike sander. I don't know if there's pike here. I don't know if there's bass here. What's this? Birch and trout. Maybe let's give this a go, shall we? Let's see. I don't really think this is the right type of lure for this water, but we'll give it a go. Let's try it, right? So because this is a diving lure, when we reel it in, it's going to go deep. And it's going to bounce along the bottom. Okay. And she's coming back up. I am noticing that the water is a very, very different colour to, that's the reflection of the rocks. But this area here, you can see the actual water colour. And it's a very, very different colour to some of the other places we've been fishing. Okay, let's move our gears down just a 2, just so we're not retrieving this too quickly. I'm noticing there's absolutely no action on the fish radar. Very rarely are we seeing anything come past, so I think that this is a good indicator that tells us that we need to move. So let's go and see if we can find somewhere else. That looked pretty good for a second there, didn't it? So let's give this area a little poke. Again, I am not certain that we are using the right lure here. Let's give it a try. Maybe we have to switch to a floatless setup. Maybe a float setup would be better for us here. But let's see, let's just give it a couple more casts and we will. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's try one more lure. Let's try one more different lure. Let's give... What have we got here? I really think that these are mostly for bass. I don't know that there's bass in here. Now these are always good. I do like. Now, we had a So let's switch to a perch bait. We know that perch are in these waters. I would imagine that that means that we could, again, the perch. I wouldn't mind catching a perch, but yeah, let's go back to what we were using actually. Let's find our perch and let's give it a go. Let's go to cast. Where do we go? Out here somewhere. Nope. Bad cast. There we go. I would like to say that I hope if anybody is having a hard time that you are able to reach out to the people that care about you, or just anybody, just reach out and you can rely on others. I promise you that there are people out there who are more than willing to listen to you, who are more than willing to hear your troubles, and sometimes all we need is for another person to listen to us. That's sometimes all we need. So please reach out. You're not alone. As much as you probably feel like you are, and believe me, I've been there. You are not alone, and there's people out there who would want you to reach out to them. Okay. Whoops. I want to cast this way. There we go. Okay, so we're going to let this sink, because again, although it's not showing on there, I do think that a majority of the fish are on the bottom, at least the big marks. So we're going to let it go down to about 20 feet, and then we're going to start winding it in. If that does not work, we're going to move one more time, and we're going to break out the float rods. Okay, so let's go again. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and cast into this small bay. Maybe that's too much. Okay, we'll leave that, that's fine. And on this one, I want to adjust the hook down to there. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go just the other side. we caught our specimen eel, which is what we set out to do, and then we caught a lovely specimen catfish. But the rest of the time, we've been a bit on the struggle bus this episode. Oh, I think I saw a fish around our number 2 float there. I'm sure, yes. Oh, okay. So we got a poor strike, which has resulted in us having absolutely no durability whatsoever. Okay, so far it's going okay. It looks like another catfish. That is what I saw around our float. I saw the tail, and then just a few moments later, oh okay, that came in quite well. I don't think this is going to be our specimen at all. Okay, it's a 17-pounder again. By no means a small fish. You would be very happy if you caught that on a day out. But not a specimen. But I'm more than happy about that. I'm going to cast it back out one more time. Again, just another few minutes. I'm going to cast number 3 back out, because it's come so far in. And we'll give it just a couple of minutes. If we catch something, we catch something. If we don't, we don't. We said we wanted to catch one more fish, and we duly delivered. So now let's see if we can catch one bonus fish. If not, it was still a good trip, and we'll have a look at what we got. Please do let me know what you think to the whispered content, and please do, if you enjoyed the video at all, or you just want to help me out, I would really appreciate a like. Every single like really means the world to me, so thank you in advance. And thank you so much for watching my video, especially if you got this far, because let's be honest, this one was hard watching, at least if you're interested in the gameplay. It definitely wasn't fast-paced action today, but that's okay. Sometimes you just have to work hard for your bites, and it makes the bites that you get all them sweeter, you know. Okay, so I think we're going to call it a day there. Let's have a look at our... Oh, I could have just looked here for what we could have found caught. Probably, in hindsight, seeing the type of fish that are in here, I think we probably should have maybe targeted the zander and the perch. Lure-wise, but hey, you learn. Okay, so let's check our catch. Let's check our catch, shall we? So we arrived here, and our idea was that we were going to target the eel, because it's become a meme at this point that we hate eel. And we did so, and our very first catch was indeed an eel, followed up by a perch and a chub and another perch, and then on the meat, which we very nearly changed off, we caught a specimen eel. It was 53 inches, which is a long fish. It wasn't so big at 9 pounds, but again, there's such a long skinny fish, they really don't weigh that much. And then shortly after that we caught a European perch, and then we decided that we were going to hop on a boat and we were going to chuck a few lures about and see what we could catch. We did this, and very first cast with our big brown parrot lure, we hooked into our PB channel catfish. It was a monster at 42 pounds and 6 ounces, and then after that we had a bit of a barren patch, a bear market if you will, and during that period we moved I think 3 times. We changed our lure 3 times, and we basically blanked. Our last ditch effort, because we had promised ourselves we would catch one more fish, was to switch to the float rod setup. We found this bay that we are currently sat in, and we tossed out a roach and a smelt head. The smelt head was only a few inches deep. No, sorry, the smelt head wasn't even inches deep. It was just a few centimeters deep, and the roach we tossed out at about 7 feet deep, I believe. And again, we were expecting the deeper one to catch, but it was indeed the smelt at just a few centimeters deep that caught us our final fish, which was another catfish at 17 pounds and 5 ounces. Thank you again for watching the video.